Are you in the mood for some good news?
Well, I think I can handle it. Try me.
I just talked to Mr. Spivak, the super, and he says you can move in this apartment in this building if you want it.
I'll take it.
Wait a minute. Don't you want to look at it first?
I said I'll take it. When can I move in?
It's vacant right now. All you have to do is come up with a deposit, and you can move in right away.
Okay, you grab those keys and you guard them with your life. I'll be over as soon as I can get packed up.
I'll be here. All right!
All right!
What is all the excitement about?
Reva, you are losing yourself a house guest. I am finally an independent woman with a place of my very own.
Well, at least you didn't get drunk, huh?
Well, I told you to get the hell out of town.
Not a chance.
Well, I have no intention of getting drunk because I got work to do, so now, if you don't mind...
my own, Fletch.
Oh, that's swell, Ramsey.
Had a long talk with your pal Trevor. He told me the whole story. I know there's another woman, Fletcher, and she's right here in Beirut.
How do you feel, honey?
Pretty excited.
That's all?
I'm a little scared, too. God, it's been months since I've wondered what my appearance looks like. But today, when I see myself, it's going to be mirror, mirror on the wall. I want to be the fairest of them all. It's going to be like a coming out party.
I hope so, honey. But please remember what Dr. Champion said, that there's no guarantee this treatment's going to work this time.
Oh, I know it's going to work. I can feel it.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Honey, tell me, why did you ask Dr. Champion to meet you at Horizons instead of the hospital?
Well, because the first thing that I want to see when I open my eyes is all my friends at Horizons.
Oh, Beth, what a nice idea. Who'd you ask, honey?
Well, you and Dr. Champion and Lenny.
Oh, what about Luchek? Beth, he has been with you every step of the way. Now, he deserves to be there.
No, Mama, he doesn't know I've had the treatment yet, and I don't want him to know. Please, Mama, he can't be there when the bandages come off. Hello?
Nancy, it's me. Lenny, Lou Jack.
What are you doing here?
Well, I said...
I thought I told you to stay away from us. You're not welcome at Horizons anymore.
This portion is presented by High Point, the decaffeinated coffee with smooth taste and no bitterness, and by new Era Plus with more proteins to clean more stains.
Nancy, I know I'm not your favorite person right now, but I'm here for Beth. Her bandages come off today, and I promised her that I would be here. I can't let her down.
She asked Lenny to be here, not you.
I'm still Lenny to her.
Lenny is a lie. And the cruelest kind of hoax, because we all cared for him so much. You took advantage of people less fortunate than you, Lou Jack.
Nancy, I
thought I was extending a hand to someone who needed it. A speechless person. And all the time you were just waiting to frame my brother for a crime.
Please listen. I came here to find Andy because he knows who framed me. Andy has all the answers.
You don't know that.
We both know it. Whether you're ready to admit that or not, Andy was in on that explosion that blinded Beth. Now, he took her away from me. And I need him to help me get her back.
I don't believe it. If you loved Beth so much, you would have been honest with her.
Oh, Nancy, I tried. Believe me, I tried. I talked to her, but she wouldn't listen. Lenny was the only way that I could be near her.
How near are you, Lou Jack? Lenny's not even real.
Oh, yes, he is. There are some ways that Lenny's a lot more real than I am.
A place of your own. Well, that's a big step.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, well, nothing, honey, and I certainly wouldn't dream of standing in your way. It's just...
What?
Well, you have a tendency of leaping into things before you know what you're going to land in. I mean, I'd like to hear some of the details.
It's wonderful, Reva. It's just a little studio, nothing fancy, but it is just the thing for a career woman on the rise.
Well, what could it look like?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but the location's perfect and the price is right.
Well, it better be on the salary you make. Are you sure you can afford it?
I've got it all figured out. My Christmas bonus will take care of the deposit, and my salary from Lewis Oil will pay for the rent.
Good. With how much left over?
Left over?
Well, yes, honey. How do you plan on furnishing the place?
I'll just take it one step at a time. And when I run out of money, I'll just use my imagination instead. You trying to talk me out of this?
No, honey. I'm just thinking ahead. I mean, this is a big plunge you're taking.
I'm only following your advice. You told me I should take charge of my life and start following my heart. So I'm doing it.
Oh, yes, I know, honey, but I seem to remember we were talking about love in the name of Rick Bauer.
Isn't he cute?
Yes, he's cute. What exactly does he have to do with this sudden rush for independence?
Well, he's the one. He helped me find the place. It's in his building.
Roxy, Shane.
What'd I do?
Nothing. Yet. I just think that you're creating a cozy little temptation here that neither you or Rick knows how to handle.
Reva, you've got the picture all wrong. Rick's not like those boys that I used to date.
I know that, honey. He's a big improvement. But he's still a man.
A special man, Reva. Rick taught me to respect myself for the first time in my life. This place is just like my declaration of independence. I'll be setting my own rules and paying my own way.
Yeah, I know, but are you sure you can handle it? I mean, Rick is still only going to be a flight of stairs away.
Well, a girl's got to have some place to turn to in case of emergencies.
Oh, honey. Oh, I am so proud of you.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am. I mean, here you are. You're making a real effort to improve your life. And if I can do anything to help you, you just be sure to let me know.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I seem to have intruded on a family moment.
Now, you hold on there. You're family. HB, I am going to miss you.
Miss me? One of us going somewhere?
Well, it seems that we're going to be losing our house guest, honey. Roxy here's found herself an apartment.
An apartment? You mean one of them dinky places don't even have a yard?
Don't you worry. It's just my size.
Well, I must say, I'm disappointed. It'd been mighty nice having both Shane girls under my roof at once. When are you leaving?
Today, as soon as I get everything all packed up.
Well, now, honey, if you plan on getting out of here today, we better get a move on.
Well, it all seemed kind of sudden to me.
Reva, could you and Connie start packing up my things? There's something I'd like to say to HB in private.
Now she's got me packing her bags.
Second, Oh, hi.
Hi. Are we coming by at a bad time?
No, I was just straight now. I was expecting somebody else. Come on in.
Oh, okay.
Come on in.
Good. Who are you expecting?
Oh, nobody. Just my roommate, that's it.
A roommate?
Well, my new
Hey,
roommate.
that's great. Great. You found somebody to share the rent, huh?
Yeah, I think it's going to work out just fine.
Oh.
So, what's up?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. We were just in the neighborhood and we just...
We were coming by because we were upset because we hadn't seen you over the holidays.
No, I'm really sorry I missed your Christmas party. I was stuck with Roxy. Oh, I was stuck in a snowdrift with Roxy.
Most people just run out of gas.
Yeah, well, I was telling Mo that I haven't even been able to see you at the hospital, even talk to you. School must be keeping you busy.
Yeah, it's vinyl's been real tough. Oh, I guess I have been really busy lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, obviously a lot too busy to clean up your house. So look at this, Rick. You haven't even taken down your Christmas decorations.
Oh, no. Leave that alone, please. It's Yeah, it's just kind of a sentimental thing for me.
This?
Yeah. Well, Roxy and I needed a Christmas tree, and this is the best we could do. These are my fishing flies here.
Huh. So she's got her hooks in you, huh? Well, I mean, are you getting serious about her?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a, you know, I tell you, she's a real change from Mindy. A real change.
What do you mean, a change in what way?
For Christmas.
Thank you.
For Christmas, I gave her my class ring and the high school sweater, and she loved them. You know, for Mindy, I probably would have felt like I had a spring for cashmere and pearls.
Yeah, it sounds like Mindy.
You two want some coffee or something?
Yeah, sure, I'd want some.
What's the matter? What's the matter with your hand?
Nothing.
Here, just let me see it. Here.
Here?
Here, let me see your hand. There, does that hurt?
No, it's okay.
There? How'd you hurt it?
I got in a fight.
Oh. Yeah, you know, if you are planning on a career as a surgeon, you better start taking care of your hands.
know.
Okay, you know, I think you ought to get this thing x-rayed. Where'd you hurt it? Where'd you have the fight?
At the country club.
At the
Look, it's okay, Dad. Look, Roxy bandaged it.
At the country club?
Yeah.
What was it? With the money man from New York again?
No, it was Roxy's old boyfriend. He started mouthing off about her, so I had to shut him up.
Oh, that's great. That's great. 2 fights in 1 week. 2 fights in 1 week at the country club. Yeah, and both of them over Roxy.
I had to. I mean, if I would have let her fight him, she would have killed the guy. Do you want some milk in it? Hi, Mr. Spivak. What's
I gotta talk to you, Rick. It's about this girlfriend of yours that's moving in.
She's right here in Beirut. Trevor told you that?
That's what he said.
No, Trevor wouldn't have... He wouldn't give you the time of day unless you had story worth trading for.
Then how do I know that she's the reason you left Beirut before? Huh?
He told you about me and Sophia?
The whole story, Fletcher.
He's making it up, because I don't know any Sophia. Listen, Ramsey, don't try and play patty cake with me. I'm an expert.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Ramsey, you can't accept the fact that I dropped you because I had a job to do, so you invent this mystery woman to satisfy your feminine ego.
I know there's another woman, Fletcher. I know. That's the reason you came back here. I know that.
Ramsey, you don't have time. You can't waste a time like this. Didn't you hear the shelling out at the airport?
I'm not
Get on
going.
a plane before you don't have any more chances to do it, all right?
I'm not going anywhere. Not until you tell me about this woman, Fletcher.
Where'd you spend the night last night?
Trevor found me a place.
Better watch your step, Ramsey. You know what they say. Don't trust a reporter.
Why won't you answer my question?
Because I get paid to ask questions, not to answer them.
All I want to know is what kind of relationship you had with this woman. Did you love her?
You know, maybe if I do get drunk, I will turn down.
Did you
Not
love her,
No,
Fletcher?
no, I will not waste the booze, this good booze, on bad company.
What's this, huh? Call me the local society column to find your mystery love? Is that it? Huh?
Okay, listen, I am going down to the bar where they don't ask questions.
Fine, you do whatever you want. I'm staying put until I find out what the hell you're
Well, that's
doing.
just great. You just spend the rest of the day with the dead, and I'm going to rejoin the land of the living.
Dead. Dead? Oh, my God. I was right.
What do you mean Lenny is more real? How can a lie be real?
He's real because Lenny kept me alive with Beth. I was raised on the streets, so I learned street rules. I didn't trust nobody, you know. I always took whatever I wanted. I always kept my guard up.
You sound like a terrific guy.
But the point is that Beth helped me change all that. Seeing the world through her eyes, I learned that there was a difference between just acting proud and having self-respect.
Too bad she couldn't teach you respect for others.
But even Beth couldn't teach me to be patient. She couldn't keep me from acting first and thinking later. But Lenny, you see, now Lenny, he learned those lessons.
Oh, so glad we could be of service.
Okay, Nancy, look. When I first came here as Lenny, it was to track down Andy. You're right. But when Beth came in and she opened up to Lenny, everything changed. I I wanted to be near her so much. That's why I had to keep on playing Lenny.
Had to?
Sure. Lenny had to keep his temper. He had to keep his mouth shut. He couldn't get by with some words and his fists. He had to use music and a little touching.
Lou Jack, what are you saying?
I'm saying that Lenny taught me how to give by listening and by being there when somebody needs you.
Well, you've certainly been there for Beth.
Nancy, I've always loved Beth. And I've always ruined it. But Lenny, he knows how to love her in a way I never did.
Lou
That's
Jack.
why he's got to be there for her when those bandages come off.
Lou Jack.
No, forget Lou Jack. You've got to let me be Lenny for her. One last time.
But you love Lou Jack. Why would you want to keep him away from you at a time like
He
this?
shouldn't be there.
Beth, nobody was more angry at Lou Jack than I was. I mean, I blamed him for getting you blind. But, honey, if there's one thing I've learned from this whole ordeal, it's how much he loves you.
I know. That's why I don't want him at the school. If something went wrong, it would hurt him too much.
Beth, you can't protect people from pain that way.
No, but you can prepare them. Once I know what the results are, I can take Lou Jack aside, make him understand whatever happens.
I must say I admire you. I don't think I could be as sensitive to other people's feelings if I were in a situation like you are.
That's strange. Being blind has made me sensitive to a lot of things. Like, you know, sometimes when I'm sitting at the bus stop, I can hear the leaves rustling. It sounds like they're talking to me. I mean, like they have a personality all their own.
I never thought of leaves like that.
It's like, you know, being a little kid again. Being so close to the ground, you could see things in the grass. You forget when you grow up. And now I'm tuned into all that again. I bet you didn't know Katie was late for work right now.
Katie? No, of course I didn't. How did you know?
I just heard a car go by. I learned the noise that her engine makes in the hospital parking lot.
You know, you could be a little dangerous, 007.
Me? Oh, gosh. You know, I know people better, too, now. Like you. Not just by your voice, but I can sense when you're worried or how much you love me. Just by the way you move in your chair. I bet I can feel your expression on your face right now, too.
Oh, honey.
It's the same with Lou Jack, Mama. Except scary. Because he's so scared for me. Do you see why I had to push him away?
No, I do. I suppose I do. I mean, getting you well is the only thing he cares about.
Oh, but see, I can't deal with that. If I can hear the leaves talking, imagine what Lou Jack sounds like.
I'm sure he's very loud.
Mama, he's trying so hard to be brave for the both of us, but I can hear him screaming inside. See, that's why I want Lenny to be there, because he doesn't put that kind of pressure on me. He's just there.
You've gotten to know him very well, haven't you? I mean, even though he can't talk.
Oh, he talks so gently that you really have to listen. I can feel so much strength coming from him. I know he'll help me accept the results no matter what they are.
He sounds like a remarkable person, Beth.
Oh, he is. Oh, it's funny, you know, he's everything that Lou Jack isn't. But I love them both just the way they are.
They're total opposites.
Oh, yes, they are. Except for their music. We better not be late.
Right. Well, honey, off to the future.
It's okay, Mama. Everything's gonna be all right.
Please, dear God, let her see again. Don't disappoint my child.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Butter Flavor Crisco. It gives baked and fried foods a rich butter flavor. And by Mr. Clean, for a clean so shiny you might think it's wet.
HB, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Anything your heart desires. You got money problems? I'd be happy to front whatever you need to get started.
No, money is the last thing that I want from you. That's why I'm moving out. I'm going to be independent. I don't want to owe anything to anybody.
You crazy gal? Why, living on credit's the American way.
No, it's okay. You've already given me more than I could ever repay you.
Oh, fiddly bobby boo 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 boo. I didn't do nothing.
Are you kidding? You welcomed me into your home. HB, you showed me a whole new way of life.
Well, Roxy, it's always a pleasure to help a fast learner. That's what I like about you, Shane girl. You grow smart without growing dull. Now, what can I do to help you?
Well, there is something I feel kind of bad about. I suppose you know I'm in the middle of Mindy breaking up with Rick Bauer. I sure hope you won't hold that against me.
Well, truth is, I'm mad as a hornet about the whole thing.
You are?
Well, if you ask me, Melinda Sue acted plumb foolish, especially for Louis. Now, God knows I love my granddaughter, but she sure got a lot to learn about love and about life.
She does?
It's the law of nature. Mindy can't hold on to Rick Bauer. It ain't your fault.
Mindy thinks it is.
Well, that's because she's hurting.
So you're not mad at me?
Roxy Shane, don't you ever worry about me holding a grudge. I'm too old and too smart to go mixing in someone else's romancing.
HB, I swear, Reva must be the luckiest woman alive.
Now, if you ever need help, I don't want you to let your pride, that Shane pride, stand in the way. You let me know. Is that a promise?
I cross my heart.
Well, Connie and I packed as much as we dare pack, but we did manage to throw in some sheets and some towels and some pots and pans, but I will keep my husband, thank you very much. The rest is up to you.
Her name's Roxy Shane, Mr. Spivak. What about her?
Well, the thing of it is, Rick, I've got second thoughts about letting her move into the building without looking her over first. I run a nice building.
She'll fit right in. She's very quiet, very refined.
Refined? Like, how do you mean?
She's a career woman. She's got a very nice job at Lewis Oil. She makes a lot of money. You want references? She'll give you references.
It's the wild parties I'm worried about. We had a girl here last year. Oh, excuse me, folks.
Mr. Spivak, you'll have no problems with Roxy Shane. I give you my word.
Yeah, but I'm sticking my neck out to here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Look, we'd really both be very grateful, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I'll take a chance. You want to come downstairs and we'll talk about how grateful you are, and I'll give you the keys?
That'd be great. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Did you know anything about this?
What? No. No, I mean, this is all news to me.
Well, honey, I don't think it's a good idea for Rick to have a live-in girlfriend.
Kids. You know, that's what they do these days. Well, they're both over 18. Rick does need somebody to help with the rent.
Oh, I know that. I just know how hard it is for a pre-med student. I don't think he has time for a full-time girlfriend.
Oh, I know, I didn't. Sure can't bet it. You know, I can't hold it against Rick for trying. All I'm saying is that he's just going to have to figure this out for himself.
So you're not going to talk to him about this?
Oh, honey.
Honey,
Okay, Mo, look, I mean, children, they can't stay children forever, right? I mean, Rick it's time that he took charge of his own life.
You think this is a way to do it?
Well, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I mean, it's his decision. All I have to do, now I have to face the fact that my son has now he's flown the coop. I mean, the nest is empty.
Oh, darling. Well, there's one small consolation there.
Okay, what?
If everything went as planned on baby night, the Bauer nest won't be empty for long.
I understand how you feel, Lujack, but you still lied to us. My students trusted Lenny, and you took advantage of their handicap to fool them.
Not on purpose. I came here to find Andy. Now, if he told the truth, I never would have came here pretending to be Lenny in the first place.
Why are you so sure that Andy's the one who's behind all
I'm
this?
not saying that he's the only one, but he's the one that can clear my name. Maybe that doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but in this world, your reputation's all you got.
Oh, so I'm supposed to trade my brother's reputation for yours?
Nancy, I'm sorry. I like you. I really do. But I'm never going to be able to be sure about Beth until that I prove that I'm innocent. Now, I'm going to have to find Andy one way or the other, but I could use your help.
Forget it. I want you to leave.
I can't leave. Nancy, think about it, please. You realize that getting everything out in the open is just as important for Andy as it is for me.
Oh, by getting him sent to jail?
We don't know that for sure. All right, Andy's in trouble. Yes, he is. But he's going to be in a lot more trouble if you don't love him enough to face the truth. You've got to give him the same kind of help that you give your students, Nancy.
Lou Jack, my students aren't in trouble with the law. They're handicapped.
Well, Andy's handicapped, too. His views, his values are all warped and twisted. Now, the difference is, Nancy, that you know that you can fight your handicap if you're willing to face the truth.
Well, what can I do?
You know, I learned a lot of things from you people. I learned that every person can fight their handicap and beat it and live a normal life if they're willing to face the truth. Now, Andy, the only way that he's going to be able to lead a normal life is that if you help him beat his handicap.
How can I do that?
You start by letting me face him.
I don't know, Lou Jack.
Nancy, I know that this is asking a lot, but you got the courage to do what you got to do. And you know that it's the only way. Come on, Nancy. Please, take a chance and help us all out.
All right, you can stay as Lenny, for Beth's sake.
Great. Well, what about Andy?
For years, he's been my eyes, leading me out of trouble. Now it's my turn to guide him. All right, I'll help. Hello. I'd like to leave a message for Andy Ferris. Tell him his sister needs to see him as soon as possible at the school. He'll know. Thank you.
Nancy. Thank you.
It was the right thing to do. But I'm counting on you, Lou Jack, to be as fair and as forgiving as Lenny would be.
You got it. If Andy's willing to change his ways, I'll bend over backwards to make sure he gets every break he can.
Thank you. Oh, I'll be out front waiting for Dr. Champion. Are you going to wait here?
Sure, why not? Oh, Dr. Champion. He doesn't know about my cover.
Well, as soon as he gets here, I'll pull him aside and tell him all about Lenny.
Thank you.
Here, come on. Lenny, this is my mama.
Oh, you're very lucky, honey. And it's just like I thought it'd be.
Hey, Joe, give me what this jerk is having, only make it a double, all right?
A double seltzer.
Well, seltzer, make it single, all right? And seltzer, what are you doing drinking a seltzer, huh? What are you doing sober at this hour?
Keep my wits about me when I'm filling out a form for an exit visa. I had a friend of mine who was trying to get out of Jakarta once. He botched his mother's maiden name. Poor bloke is still there.
Visa? Listen, did I give you permission to leave?
Sorry, mate. All good times must come to an end. Besides, this party was over a long time ago, only I hadn't noticed. Besides, I gotta get out. I've resigned my post.
But why? I mean, you get a front-page byline every day.
Yes, the great God, the front-page byline. I suppose I shall be excommunicated from Fleet Street, but you see,
I suddenly discovered that I was on the verge of losing my humanity. What? Picture this.
Last night, after I had given up on trying to seduce your lovely Claire here, I dropped her off and returned to my hotel. There'd been a massacre.
A massacre? You know the scene.
But I didn't even flinch. I simply stepped over a few bodies with a polite excuse me, strolled into the bar, had another drink.
Oh, my God.
Precisely. Now, that's a human reaction. But those bodies weren't people to me anymore. They were just an inconvenience. And you'll start to feel the same way, too, if you hang around this club for very long.
Now, listen to me, Trevor. You are a reporter. You can't afford to get emotionally involved.
You are the wrong man to be giving that lecture, my friend. Listen to me, Fletcher. You've got a lovely woman here. She loves you. God knows why, but she loves you. Now, do yourself a favor. Take her home. Have a life. Have a real life.
Who needs life when they got Beirut?
Tough guy. Go ahead. Act as cynical as you like in front of your lady, but we both know that it's a pose, don't we?
You don't know what you're talking about.
On the contrary. I know exactly what happened the last time you were in Beirut. I saw what it did to you.
Well, I certainly hope that is the last time I have to do that for a while. Oh.
Reva, darling, you shouldn't be working yourself this way. You look all tuckered out.
Oh, Connie handled most of the heavy work, but Roxy is all packed and she's on her way.
Well, didn't you want to go along and give her a new place a once-over?
No, there's going to be plenty of time for that. I just want to spend some alone time with my husband. Do you realize that this is the first time that we've had this house to ourselves since we moved in?
We may be alone for the moment, but it won't last for long.
Oh, Ed, you don't know how he expects a woman to live in a place like this. He needs a maid, not a girlfriend.
Well, maybe that's why he asked Roxy to move in with him.
I doubt it.
Oh, here, I'll get that.
Okay, thanks. Here, the rest of my stuff's on the landing. Oh, hi, Dr. Bauer. Mrs. Bauer. I was expecting Rick. I didn't know you folks would be here.
Yeah. Hi, Roxy. Why don't you just come on in? Make yourself at home.
So, you're moving in today? Yes, ma'am. Fortunately, I travel light. Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you and my son are getting along so well.
He's been just wonderful. Did he run off somewhere?
Oh, no, he just went down to the super's apartment to get your key.
I'm real grateful for the way Rick's been treating me. I swear I don't know what I'd done without him.
Oh, I think you would have figured out something.
When he suggested I move in, I just jumped at the chance. It makes a lot of sense for a career woman on the rise, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's certainly, well, it's economical.
You really think so? First, I thought it was a little expensive, but it'll be worth it. All I'm really worried about now is the furniture.
Huh?
I reckon all you need's a bed. I suppose you can do without everything else.
Dear.
Oh, hi, Roxy.
Rick. Hi.
Hi.
I brought these things up. The rest of my stuff's down on the landing.
That's great. Oh, here are your keys. Rick, why don't you and I go downstairs and get everything of Roxy's and bring it up?
That's okay.
No problem.
It's just a few things. We can get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, yeah, we'll let you kids get settled in.
Okay.
My son.
Oh, honey. Oh, I don't think I am ready for another house guest. Who is coming to visit this time?
This guest is family.
Well, you know, I love the Lewises, and I certainly love all the Shanes, but I was really looking forward to a little peace and quiet with you.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. When this guest shows up, he or she is going to have us up till all hours.
You're talking about the baby.
Well, who else do you think I want to spend the middle of the night with except you?
Oh, honey, there's plenty of time before that's gonna happen.
Well, I, for one, can hardly wait.
You know, you said he or she.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me honestly, sweetie, which would you prefer, a boy or a girl?
Either one suits me, so long as it looks like you.
Well, if it does, I certainly hope it's a girl. And if it is?
Huh?
Can we name her Martha?
Ah, I'm sure Miss Martha would be honored, but only on one condition.
What's that?
Well, if this little one turns out to be a boy, we name it after his mama.
Reva?
What is the matter with you, Reva?
Well, what?
I don't know. How does the sound of Shane Lewis sound to you?
Shane Lewis. Got a nice ring. I like that. Now tell me, what is underneath that quilt over there?
Oh, that's a little surprise I had sent up from Tulsa.
Well, what kind of surprise?
Well, I already got a pony in the stable waiting for the little one. But our Shane, or Martha, gonna need a little practice in the saddle before they try the real thing.
Rocking horse.
Mm-hmm. Been in the family for years. My daddy made it for his first grandbaby. Billy learned to ride on this. So did Josh and Trish, even Mindy. You know, I've even been considering loaning it out for a while to little Billy. But when our Martha or our Shane are ready for the saddle, this horse is coming home to the Lewis household to stay.
Oh, you are a sentimental old fool.
Yep.
But I wouldn't trade you for the whole world.
Isn't Lenny wonderful, Mama? He always plays me into the best moods.
Sounds like good medicine to me.
Judy has a lot of energy, doesn't she?
Students always get excited when you visit Dr. Champion. You're the one that gives them hope.
You must be Lenny. I've heard a lot about you.
Well, I better get back to work. Good luck, Beth.
Thank you, Nancy.
Well, young lady, this is it. Are you ready?
What are you talking about, Trevor?
Friend Reed here. He's not the hard case he pretends to be.
Shut up, Trevor.
All right, I'll shut up. If you spring for the drinks, you see, all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed, and once the homework is over, it is a shame to stay sober in Beirut.
Go grab a bottle. Put it on my tab. Save me the lousy wit and wisdom, all right?
I knew you'd come around. And if you two are smart, you'll catch the next flight out of here along with me.
I am not leaving, but that's good advice. You don't belong here. You catch the next plane with Trevor, and I'll treat you both to a farewell dinner.
My God, the man is providing me with everything. The jug of wine, the loaf of bread. Perhaps even thou? First, the jug of wine.
You leave Beirut before.
Drop it, Ramsey.
I will not drop it, not till you tell me. I came halfway around this world to find these answers, and I will hound you until I do.
Then you're issuing a death sentence.
What?
If you keep pushing me the way you've been, I swear I'll take to the streets until I find a bullet. And then you can have your damned answers in a pine board box.
Wait a minute, Fletcher! Oh, my God, you are serious. You are not kidding. Fletcher, you have built such incredibly thick walls around yourself, you can't even find your own center. I give up. I give up. Fine, I'll go. I will. I'll just, take you up on that offer, though.
What offer?
The farewell party. This is the last time I'm ever going to see you again. I want it to be a night that I won't forget.
Are you ready?
Oh, I've been ready for this for a long time.
Okay, let's do it then.
Rick, I just know this is going to be sensational.
I know, me too.
All right, now, Beth, you can open your eyes very slowly.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney's. Furs by the Christie Brothers. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.